Welcome to The Tea. I am Sybil, the owner and your lovely host here at The Tea with MilSpouse Conversations, and I am super excited about today's episode. Yes, I am. It is the end of the year, and we're going to do a little wrap up as well as tell you what the future holds for MSC in 2025. Yes, y'all. Oh, snap. Look who is here today. Hey, Nye. You're muted. You're muted. Oh. Hey, Nye. Let's try this again.
Hi, guys. Hi, Sybil. Hi, guys.
How you doing today?
Good. How y'all doing? How you doing?
Girl, I'm doing fabulous and freezing. It's cold.
I got my tea.
I'm cold. Like
you cold? You need some tea? You need some tea?
I got some hot water. My voice is feeling a little raspy. My voice is feeling a little raspy today. Do I sound raspy to y'all? Yeah. No.
You don't sound raspy to me.
Okay, I hear echo.
It's probably me in here echoing.
Hello.
The refrigerator just like, hello. The refrigerator's back there like, hi, I'm going to be shining brightly.
It's like, hello, guys. How y'all today? I want to be on camera. I want to be on the tea.
Right. Well, I guess I just have to look at this next one. So.
Girl, look. It's fine, but tell us, because Miss Nye, you were not with us last week. And I had our special guest, our junior conversation starter, Helen. Did you watch last week's episode?
I did. You know, I had to watch Helen. She's like born to be on camera. She's so good at it. I love her voice. It's so crisp and like clear. Like yesterday when y'all was talking and you was like, where you get that robe? She was like, I've always had this robe. It sounded like it came from all corners of my room. She wasn't even here. Her voice is so like crisp, like bing, you know, so good. Yes, I watched it.
Girl, I was ready for a good old Christmas chat with my daughter, and I felt like I got roasted. That was a Christmas roast. I'm like, oh, we're going to talk about holiday traditions and gifts that teenagers want. And I just feel like she roasted me.
Maybe she wasn't. I don't think she was trying to roast you.
You want me to tell you the entire show? I was like, this is Rashida Jr. right here.
Nuh-uh. It was her show. You took over that show. It was her show. It was not your show.
No, it sure was not. I was like, dang.
You should have her on more often.
She did say she's going to grace us with her presence. She's going to do some tea spiller clips for us in 2025. That's what she's going to do.
Girl, why are they vacuuming outside like right now?
Girl. Well, let's just go.
It,
Let's just look. We'll just go ahead and get to chatting.
Yeah.
But before we start that, I do want to give a shout out and a thank you to our sponsor, USAA, who has made 2024 possible for us here at MilSpouse Conversations. So for all of our folks watching in the comments, give a heart, give a big thank you to USAA for supporting MilSpouse Conversations. And hey, yo, in case you did not know this, USAA does have a military spouse resource hub that has all types of information to help you through PCSing, with just getting your finances in order. Go over to www.usaa.com/military spouse. And with that, Nishita, let's talk about money and Christmas gifts, because we got to have a little Christmas chat before we get into what's in store for MSC in 2025. Because it's going to be so amazing. So, Nishita, what is Santa bringing you? What are you asking Santa to bring you this year?
I didn't even ask for nothing this year. What? I don't know what Santa's bringing me. I didn't ask for anything. I have 2 gifts under the tree already. Well, we don't have a tree. We traveling around. When you traveling around, you got to use the people's tree where you travel to.
That is true.
Fortunately, we have a cute little tree here. So I think they're having like a cute little dinner and everything.
So there you have it. So you're not cooking for Christmas? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so. Unless they move us into or unless we move to a bigger, more of a house. This is like a hotel. But if I move into
can I be nosy and ask you what you doing?
Nope. No. I'm minding my own business. I'm getting ready for 2025. Okay. I'm getting ready for 2025. What? Because 2024 gotta go. It gotta go. It's been great seeing you, being with you 2024, but time to go.
It's time to go.
Time to get out. Go. I don't know where you going 2024, but you got to get out of here.
You gotta get up out of here.
Get out of here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm asking Santa for.
What?
I need 10 packs of chapstick.
Okay.
10 packs. Because I keep losing my chapstick. Apparently, this one was found in the dryer. It was on top of the dryer. I had No.
Oh, good.
But then I had one in my little pocket today, and it's gone.
That's why chapsticks are so cheap, because you can't hold on to them. They give them out to you at hotels and everything, because you cannot hold on to no chapsticks. That's why they always disappear.
I lose them all the time.
I got these cute little bracelets for Christmas already. Isn't that cute?
Are you already opening Christmas gifts?
Yeah, we just open them all through the season. Then we just reserve a few of them for the day, so we'll have something to open. But mostly we're just giving each other gifts all month, because it's the 25 days of Christmas. And I believe in that. So I could get my gifts all 25 days.
And you celebrate all 25 days.
All 25 days. I'd like to get a gift all 25 days.
All 25.
All 25. Right, so, just like when it's your birthday, all 31 days. We celebrate it every day of the month.
Every day. So, Nishita, as we wrap up 2024 for MilSpouse Conversations, this is wrapping things up here at MSC. I want to know about your fondest memory of an episode. What has been your favorite? Your fondest memory.
so many. But the other day I was reminded of that episode because you showed it and I was on there talking. I'm just talking. I'm not even thinking about the cameras on it. And I said, I'll be ready to get the H up out of there. And I forgot where I was.
Yeah.
I was just talking to y'all because we're friends, and I was like, yeah, because y'all know how da-da-da and blah, 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 and curse. I was like, oh, gosh. My bad.
Yes.
Luckily, this is an adult show.
Look, y'all. Nishita, or not, I call her Nishita. I know we say Nye sometimes, Nishita sometimes. They're the same person. But Nishita is... Okay, that's fair enough. But Nishita,
a question for another day.
Yes. Nishita is the conversation starter that I'm often just... Really? See, she is the conversation starter that has my nerves. Like, my nerves are shot because of her.
Extra on time today, though. I have my Christmas sweater on.
You were on time today, but no filter, none whatsoever. And that episode, it was so funny because I was pulling old clips. I'm like, let me go through and pull some old clips. I was like, oh my gosh. She is that conversation starter.
And then a lot of the episodes with Anna, because Anna's so funny. She's always like, what? And that she would say, I'm just here. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here to learn. But she was always good things to input, though.
But you know what? I think that's most of us. Like, really, like, most of us were like, hey, we're just trying to survive. We're just trying to make it through. So I'm with Anna. Nishita's like,
What?
Okay, my next question. Why? Now, y'all, look, I could be getting myself in trouble with asking these questions live from the conversation starters. This entire episode, every episode is a surprise to them, but this episode is truly a surprise to the conversation starters. Grace, I'm going to call you out, Grace, and to our audience. So I don't know how this is going to go. Like I said, I never know how any episodes are going to go, but this one, I most certainly have no clue if they're going to just tell me to kick rocks or what. I don't know. But we're going to find out, y'all. We're going to find out. So, Nishita, why is MSC the place to be for you?
Because I can be unfiltered to a certain extent. And because it's fun, we always get together. We chat before the show. We chat during the show. We just have fun. We provide resources in the way of like telling our goofy stories. Let me tell our story. You want a resource? Well, back in 1998, when we had moved from I'm going to date myself all the way back. When I was a singer sailor back in the 90s. You want some resources? I give you. Let me dig in the back of my brain.
Let me tell you about it.
Right.
But no, you do get real unfiltered right here. Like, we talk about life. That's what we do. We bring real life. Yeah. But why is MSC the place? Tell our audience why MSC needs to be the place that they are running to each and every day.
Well, because we have the tea. You know, we keep it piping hot. We're always over here with the tea. And because we offer community and a place where you could just come hang out and be yourself and tell us about your day. You could tell us about your month, tell us about what you're going through. You could tell us anything. You could comment, we'll comment back. You know, we have a good community here, supportive community where we support each other. And like I said, we have fun together. We have our events. Those are pretty fun, both online and virtual. We have those.
Okay, wait a minute. Is it online and virtual the same thing?
Oh, yeah. Both online and in person. Sorry about that. Both online and in person. I'm mostly at the virtual ones, the online ones, but they're pretty good. You could go on there and talk your stuff if you want to, because it's not taped or anything.
You said they're pretty good. Girl, they are better than pretty good. What you talking?
Pretty good.
You know what? They are great. It's a great time. What you got to say?
I was going to say bye-bye. I thought you was going to be like, get out that show. Yes, they are great. They are awesome. We have a great time. And I just pick it Sybil all the time. Like, it's my thing.
Y'all, do you want to know the breaking news for 2025?
Mm-hmm. You
want to go ahead and tell you?
Yeah, break the news.
Nashida is fired. Today is
my last day. It's my last day, y'all. I got fired on my day off too last week.
Thank you for all you have done for MSC. I appreciate you, but
and poof, just like that, I'll be good.
Well, your last day will be at 12:30 because you're going to finish this episode. Okay, and then,
I'm out.
And then we will escort you off the show. How about that?
How you gonna do that? I'm in my room.
Escort you off the show by being like, bye. So that's the end of Miss Cruz. She will not be returning in 2025. That is the breaking news, y'all. I am sorry that I had to just do that as a public announcement, but hey, yo, it was all for my safety. I had to make it as a public announcement for my safety. Anywho, next question, because you're going to finish this show, okay? Next question.
What?
Share a little something about the beginning of our journey here at MSC to now.
The beginning.
Any highlights? Let's be real. Let's tell the audience of the lows and highs. More highs than lows, right?
I guess. The beginning. Oh my gosh, it was so long ago.
So long ago.
So many people. Yeah, because we have more people. I think we have more people. It was so long ago.
So
I thought about this.
When did MSC officially become a business? Let's ask it. Let me see if you know when we became an official business.
I thought you were a business
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
When
I don't know
when Conversations first started, I was a business, but I wasn't a business. It was an idea. So when it was a trial,
a prototype. Look, I'm so tired. I can't even open my eyes.
Yes, it was a prototype. So let's talk about we're talking about the show, because it used to just be, we didn't have a show. It was, everything was MilSpouse Conversations. Then we were calling our show The Conversation. Mm-hmm. And then we switched the name to make the talk show The Tea, because the conversation starters were spilling the tea, which is our tea, our experiences, our perspectives. And then we changed the events to the conversation. So MSC, do I need to back this up and tell y'all? Let me tell y'all the story. Okay. Do I keep Nishita on the screen, or do I kick her off?
Kick me off.
Okay.
So we can see your face while you tell the story.
All right. So the story of MilSpouse Conversations. If I'm honest with y'all, I did not want to do anything with the name MilSpouse in it. I didn't. I did not. MilSpouse Conversations originally started because another friend of mine that I met online asked me to do a project with her as Mamas and Coffee. Her name is Christina, and she was doing journaling under the name of Unleash Your Truth. And I was like, nah, girl, I don't do military spouse anything. I'm over here at Mamas and Coffee, talking about self-love, self-care, inspiring and empowering women to know, be, and love who they are. That's my jam. But she's like, no, let's just bring those superpowers together, because I did a lot of the outward work and she did a lot of the inward work of self-identity and self-love. So I was like, okay. So we joined forces. But we were just two military spouses frolicking in the wind. That's what we were doing. COVID hit. COVID was what? End of 2019, 2020. And we could not do anything in person anymore. So I said, let's continue doing things virtually, because I was doing a lot of virtual work with Mamas and Coffee. She did not want to do anything virtual, but I kept the name. And I've always wanted my own talk show since I was a little girl. I wanted my own talk show. So I knew a couple of people just from chatting with them online, because let me bring Nishita back on here real quick. Because Nishita and I knew each other from Japan in like 2012, 2014, and we lost touch. But we did reconnect in 2019, 2020. Around 2020, we reconnected. You're muted. You're muted.
I think it was more like 2018, 19-ish.
About 2019, because I moved to DC in 2019.
And that's when you had just moved to DC when you hit me up one day and was like, girl, what you doing?
Yeah.
We ain't heard from each other. I was in Italy. I was overseas in Italy for a while. And then you were in, where were you? Where'd you go after Japan?
I went to Southern Maryland and then to Hawaii.
So you were in Hawaii, and I thought it was Hawaii. Well, I saw you. I don't know. Were we talking then when you were in Hawaii? Because I remember you were doing the exercise program.
I didn't talk to anyone on the phone in Hawaii, so maybe we have reconnected on Facebook. But if you were
I saw you on Facebook doing like when you went, you look like I was like, look at her looking like a little queen when you went to the ball that year in that red dress.
Girl, yes.
I was like, oh, Sybil.
Yes. Going on. But anywho, let me tell this story, y'all. Let me tell this story, because I got to get to the breaking news of MSC 2025. So about 2019, 2020, me and Nishita started talking again. And then I was also working with Julie. I knew Julie, who was a conversation starter. Anna, I had met Anna because I went to a makeup party that she hosted. Didn't know her, but I figured it's free food. Like, it's makeup and food. So why not go? Okay, I went. Stranger danger. What? What? What was wrong with that? I mean, we had a mutual friend. We had a mutual
Women don't
friend.
have a dangerous bone in her body.
Right. But I did not know her. Like, I had never laid eyes on her. I just knew we had a mutual friend who was not going to the makeup party, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. It's free food, it's makeup, and I can talk to people. So I went. So I met Anna there. I remember because I had another conversation starter, right? I'm just trying things like, let's just do this talk show. Becca. It was Becca. And I said, let's do a guest. Let's have guests on. So we had several other military spouses come on and just chat with us on this one particular episode about friendship. And that's how I met Grace. Although I had seen Grace online before. I just saw her online. I didn't know her, but I saw her around a little bit, right? So I'm like, interesting young lady. Because she's younger. But I was like, there's something about her that I just really love. But I couldn't quite put my finger on what Grace, the spirit that I was getting from Grace. I knew it was a positive spirit. But anywho, Grace came on for that particular episode. And I was like, hey, I reached out to her. She agreed to be a regular. All right. So, all right, ladies, we're doing this. Still didn't really know what I wanted to do, how I was going to do things. I'm going to go back to a single shot. So 2021, my theme over at Mamas and Coffee was fear. Fear as being afraid versus fear of rising above everything in your life and just doing everything, facing everything and rising. That was my theme for 2021. Now, I'm looking at Nishita, and she has gotten up from her desk. I'm glad I wasn't about to bring her back on.
I'm backstage. I can't make some tea. I'm backstage listening. I'm listening like, yeah, let me get my tea. You're going to bust me out in front of everybody. When the shit done got up our chest, you done stop telling the story to tell on me. Tell the story. Get back to the story. Stop getting sidetracked. Don't watch me.
That's why you're fired. That's why Nishita is fired, y'all. Fired. But anywho, so 2021,
Lucky I have things going on in 2025 because dang, a girl that got fired on her day off. I wasn't even at work when this happened.
So anywho, so 2021, I was ready. I'm like, okay.
Get back on that screen. Get back on that screen.
MSC was still just, it was, as Nishita said, it was a prototype. I really didn't know what I was doing, how I wanted to proceed. I was in the trenches with Mamas and Coffee. That was my focus. I'm building Mamas and Coffee, and I had been praying, asking God for years to show me my purpose. And I had people saying, Sybil, why don't you speak to the military spouse community? And I was like, no, I don't. And I remember I did Pillar. I was one of the speakers at Pillar, at the first Pillar event, Pillar deployment retreat. And when they asked me, I was like, you're sure you want Mom Jones from Mamas and Coffee? The lady who shows up on Facebook Lives in her pajamas and her headscarf, talking about, know you, be you, love you. Make sure you're taking your me time. Girl, what you doing today? Oh, them kids, tell them go sit down. You need to take your 15 minutes of me time, right? That's what I used to do, right, Nishita? That was me every morning at 7 a.m. And so they were like, yeah, no, yes, we want Mom Jones. So, all right, cool. I did pillar. So still, like, I don't want to do anything in the military spouse community, right? That was me. I didn't want to do it because I didn't feel like, although I'm a military spouse, been a military spouse for 22 years now, one, I was like, I kind of, well, I won't say I do walk at the beat of my own drum, right? I'm just out here doing my own thing all the time. In running, saying, God, what is it that you want me to do? Where do you want me to be? Sybil. So I started working for a military spouse organization where I was allowed to show up and present as Sybil. But guess what? Sybil was still like, nah, I don't want to do my own thing in this space, right? Let's just try to figure this out. Nishita, Grace, Anna, Julie, they were still there with me. Like, yeah, okay, we're going to do this. They're showing up every week. We're doing our thing, blah, 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 blah. April 17th. April 17th of 2021. My year of fear versus fear. April 17th, 2021, I had an unexpected severe stroke at my husband's farewell party. Again, a stroke at my husband's farewell party, which was a military event. All right. Dealt with that. If y'all have watched the show, you know I do usually do a segment called Stroke Talks, which I'm not going to do tonight, but I do share about stroke awareness, the rare cause of stroke, carotid webbing, which is what the cause of my stroke was. Talk about the signs of stroke, the recovery of stroke, all things stroke. All right. So then Nishita was one person, one of the conversation starters telling me to sit down. You need to sit. Everyone was telling me to sit down, but I wanted to do something to keep my mind from fear of what happened, what could happen, right? So we did end up moving that summer of 2021. I was cleared to move. I wanted to move. We did move to San Diego. I was still struggling. Nishita knows this. I was still really struggling with my recovery. I still struggle with my recovery, right? Like looking at me, oh, Sybil, there's no signs of stroke. I tell people there's a lot behind the scenes that you just don't know that goes on with stroke recovery. But that's for a whole nother day. So the end of 2021, again, I'm praying, God, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to use my voice? Because my voice, me talking, my gift of gab was, I say, the one thing that did save my life. Because I was talking when I had my stroke. And the gentleman sitting next to me, because my husband was not sitting with me, he noticed and heard my speech slur. He then alerted my husband, who came over, full right facial droop, which left side facial droop, that if you looking at me, I have an even smile now. It's not there. Unconscious, whole craziness, right? So I remember saying, because I walked away from the organization I was working for. I was like, I'm resigning. I did go back to work, and then I ended up resigning from that organization. And I was like, I remember saying, Lord, what is it that you want me to do? And I kept asking, praying, crying. I was angry about it. And I reached out to USAA, which y'all know, USAA is now our sponsor. I asked them to sponsor MilSpouse Conversations in 2021 for 22. I pitched them in 21 for 22. They came on board. They said yes. They have supported MilSpouse Conversations 2022, 23, 24. And my focus has always been on the T with doing individual small events wherever Conversation Starter lives, right? Because we are not in the same locations, right? So, hey guys, let's do a little meetup event, nothing too large. But my ultimate goal, I'm not gonna cry, y'all. My ultimate goal of MilSpouse Conversations has always been to have one mid to large event where all of my conversation starters were together in one location. And we bring you the conversation. And y'all, in 2025, USAA has said yes to sponsoring MilSpouse Conversations, the conversation in Washington, D.C. So, MilSpouse Conversations will be hosting our very first in-person event with all of the conversation starters coming to DC in October 2025. Nishita! Oh, that's right. You're fired. So
I'll be there as a guest, like, you know, and like every other. I'm not a military spouse anymore, so either.
Nishita, you are not fired.
I am, and I'm also not a military spouse.
Well, but you're a conversation starter.
Yes.
Or are you not, or are you going to tell me, nah, you quitting in 2025?
I quit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I quit. I'm taking where's my leave the studio button? I'm just kidding.
No. So
end up like a little kid trying to come back. Let me back. I'm backstage. Let me back in.
So the breaking news, y'all. The breaking news is MilSpouse Conversations is bringing the conversation to Washington, D.C. in 2025. You will have October 2025. Woo!
Hey, we all gonna be together. It'll be our first annual tea event. What's it gonna be called? Our first annual
The Conversation. It's our event. So The Conversation is the name of our event. And this year's event is called Fear. Face everything and rise. So our theme for 2025, fear. Face everything and rise. And here's the thing. The conversation starters don't know this yet either, so I'm telling them how it's going to go. We're going to wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby. What is our theme? That is MilSpouse Conversations song for every event.
The wobble.
Every event that I hosted,
we did the wobble.
We played the wobble because it is the icebreaker. Gets people up out their seat. Dance a little bit. Not only, so that is the big breaking news, is that MilSpouse Conversations, we're bringing our event to Washington, D.C., October 2025. USAA has signed. They have agreed to come on to support MilSpouse Conversations, the conversation, Washington, D.C., October 2025 or 2025 Fear event. So
the event
the event.
The event.
Now, something else that we have for 2025, because that was the biggest news right there. Okay. That right there was the breaking news. But we also have a new segment that is happening in 2025, which is Street Tea with Nye. She's going to bring all the pop culture gossip, y'all.
I'm a culture.
What?
I'm a culture. I can't censor myself.
Oh, I was like, what?
I have to censor myself.
Thank you.
I do love some pop culture. You're welcome.
Thank you for censoring yourself.
I do love some pop culture.
So Street Tea is going to be a new segment starting in 2025. We also have another new segment that it is called the Real Military Spouse Tea, where every episode we're going to take a little bit of time during each episode and have a real conversation. We're going to tackle the topics that you really want to talk, the things that we talk about amongst ourselves in the small groups, right? The things, not the, oh, tell me about the best PCS tip. No, not that. We're going to have those real meals. It's going to be MilSpouse specific because, again, MilSpouse Conversations, we talk about life. All areas of life. We're not here talking solely about military specific topics because I don't know about y'all. I'm more than a military spouse. I have a lot of different interests, things going on in my life. Yeah.
I'm a retired military spouse.
True. That is breaking news for Nashida.
I'm a retired military spouse and I'm having a great time. That's all.
But you know what? We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to talk about this retirement life sometimes. Because you're like, did you know? You know what I'm saying? You have to talk to people sometimes. Because people don't know. There's a lot of stuff I ain't know. But I'm knowing them now. So that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. So we're going to talk about it. Stop, Tiana. Tiana wants to be a guest too. She wants her own segment.
Girl, Sasha done fell asleep with her elderly self.
You leave Sasha alone. But with the Real Military Spouse Tea segment, we are going to tackle those questions, those topics that we see again in Facebook groups amongst ourselves and hear the different perspectives and experiences. Because a lot of our thinking is because of where I was like, Nashida, you froze, is from our own individual experience, right? And not really knowing or understanding the other side of that. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to share because we all, as our viewers, as well as the conversation starters, we all have had different paths, not just in military life, but in life that has shaped our thinking. And we're going to talk about it. But then also within the military community, right? Like from our own walks of life within our military community, within branches, within ranks, within age, where we are now, where we were, all of that shapes our views and why. And there's a lot of things, like when it comes to branches, like my thought process is completely different from Grace, who's a Marine spouse. So what she may be concerned with from day to day, I may not be thinking about, and vice versa, right? Because it's different experiences. Also different experiences within rank. Some of the topics we're going to talk about is the dependent label. Is it empowering or is it insulting? We're going to talk about it, and we're going to share our personal experience, opinions, perspectives, whatever. Okay? We're going to talk about that. Are you listening, Nashida?
Yeah, the Dependa label.
Okay. Because no, you were doing something. Like, what you doing over there?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so that's going to be one topic we're going to tackle during this segment. Another topic, dealing with rank stereotypes. When judgments get in the way of friendships. Like, let's unpack that. So we're going to share from our individual perspectives, because again, depending on where you are in your life, your group, because we talk about, let's just be real, Nashida. We talk about this with your friends. You can talk about it with us. And we're going to share our opinions. And another breaking news for MSD in 2025, we have a new show. So not only will we have the tea airing live here, we will also have Stroke Talks. So Stroke Talks will remain a segment during the tea. It's a 60-second segment, but Stroke Talks will also have a full show airing live here once a month, where I will be interviewing other stroke survivors, caregivers, and family members, sharing their personal journeys. And if you are watching and you are a stroke survivor, a caregiver, a family member, and you would like to share your testimony, your story, and your journey, let me know. And we will get a month scheduled to have you come on and share it with me. I feel that it is extremely important to share and to hear other stories, to get a perspective, right? Because everyone's journey is different. So I want to shine light on other stroke survivors, their cause of stroke, their recovery journey. And I will tell you, over the last 3 years, I have met some amazing men and women who are stroke survivors that have a few that we check on each other every few days. And if we don't hear from one another, somebody's like, hey, I'm like, dang, you aggressive. You don't have to be so aggressive. I'm sorry. I haven't said hello. I'm sorry I haven't posted. My bad. So yeah, those are some changes for 2025 with MilSpouse Conversations. And our very first show will air on the second Wednesday. So our schedule will change to the second and fourth Wednesday of the month. So our show will be live every second and fourth Wednesday. Why did I change the schedule? Because I just did. No. I needed to let the team off. They needed some time, because we were doing a show every week. Every Wednesday there was a show, and there was no downtime whatsoever. So, but before we go, I will say this, because we are still doing Buy Me a Coffee. Just saying, if I can find my Buy Me a Coffee banner. If you would like to support MSD in 2025, you can buy us a coffee.
Coffee, or tea. I will take it.
It is a supportation of $2 a month, $5 a month. You can do a year at a time. Because let me tell you, I know you're like, Sybil, y'all just come on here and talk. My conversation starters like to be paid, and I do like to pay my conversation starters. And it's free for everyone to watch, but it is not free to produce the show. It costs money for StreamYard. It costs money to promote. Like this, remember earlier? Merry Christmas, Miss Roddy.
Merry Christmas, Miss Roddy, Miss Pam. Merry Christmas.
Remember, I told y'all MilSpouse Conversations is we're a business. So just support. Buy us a coffee. Support by showing up watching. Watch the show. Give us some likes. Say hello. Just show us some love. Tell your friends about us. That's all. That's all. But yeah, so 2025, we're going to DC. That is the breaking news. And I'm so excited. So if you're in DC, even if you're not in DC and you want to travel to DC to see us and to hear us share about fear, facing everything and rising. Okay, we're going to share. They don't know this, but fear, they do know. They don't know, but they're finding out today. Fear is, it's about, we are going to share. Each of the conversation starters, we're speaking. We will be speaking. We are your keynote speakers, and we're going to be sharing. I will be sharing with you pieces of my life journey and overcoming that fear, facing everything and rising. Okay, it's not going to be just us talking at you. You're going to have an opportunity to engage with us. There will be food because we like to eat. We like to eat. There's going to be food, a little music. You might cry. You might laugh. You might even cuss. Hey, come. Fear. Face everything and rise. And just like everything else we do at MilSpouse Conversations, come and be yourself.
Yep, be yourself.
We're not stuffy. If y'all want to wear an evening gown, I might show up in an evening gown. I'm actually, you know what? I'm shopping for an evening gown right now.
Yep, come and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself with us. No, enjoy yourself with the tea.
Don't sing.
What? You be singing? If you could sing, anybody could sing. Merry Christmas, Sybil.
You know what, y'all?
Merry Christmas.
It is not too late to give you the pink slip.
You'd call me back. You'd call me back the same day.
That's what she thinks, y'all.
Who else gonna give you a hard time? You like
today is her last day for real.
I'll leave, but I'll be back again.
See, security. Come
get this.
Security.
No. Security, come get this.
No. But no. All right, folks. Thank you. I know this is not the Merry Christmas holiday spirited show you were probably expecting,
right.
But you know what?
Everything.
Because she didn't read the show notes. Again, she didn't really know what we were talking about. She didn't know what we were talking about, but she know it didn't say anything about Christmas. Did it say anything about Merry Christmas?
You want to see my favorite hat before we go?
No. Show us your favorite hat.
Okay, hold on. Look, don't be looking at my snacks.
Oh, see, you don't even have.
No, because it was, you know. This is like, I know it's gonna be.
You know what? I'm gonna go to commercial break.
It's my favorite hat. I wear it every year. And the ears go back like that. See?
Mickey Christmas.
Enjoy yourself with me. What'd you say?
I said Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mickey Mouse Christmas. Oh, Lord. Well, everyone, have a very Merry Christmas from MilSpouse Conversations to you, and from my family to your family.
And mine too, from my family too.
Well, I wasn't going to tell the Merry Christmas from your family. I didn't know if you I'm talking about things. I'm saying it from my family.
Okay.
Now you can tell them Merry Christmas from
your family is my family, so.
So if my family is your family, that means I can send
my
you.
My family is your family, and your family is my family, and our family say, Merry Christmas, everybody. From the Joneses and the Cruises. Oh, Lord, my dog then jumped up. She said Merry Christmas, too.
Merry Christmas, Sasha. My Sasha's not saying Merry Christmas today.
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said your Sasha is saying Merry Christmas. My Sasha doesn't. My Sasha doesn't say Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Tiana says, no, Tiana. I was talking about Tiana. My Sasha. Tiana is Sasha, your dog. Tiana is my dog. You said they look alike, so I was saying my Sasha's not saying Merry Christmas.
She be trying to traumatize me, y'all, on national TV. Come on, sing have yourself a merry little Christmas, Sybil. I know you want to sing before the show goes off. You're frozen.
You know what song I would sing? You know, the one Christmas song that I haven't even heard it this year.
I bet you would sing that song. Bah, humbug, it is too strong, but that's my favorite holiday.
No.
No?
Okay, hold on. This is no rights to this music. Just putting that out there. What? I'm getting the song. You hear it?
You can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No, it's breaking up for me. Oh.
when you know it's Christmas time in my house. Yes, that is my Christmas. That's my Christmas gift. Actually, last year, and I'm going to be quiet. Last year at our event, so I hosted a Christmas event last year here in Bahrain. It was holiday wine down. It was really good. Food and wine. We talked about our holiday traditions, played some games, won some cash prizes, had a good time. And I had a few of the attendees lip sync this song, but I picked people who never heard it before. I was like, oh, who wants to sing tonight? And so there was a few people. I'm like, okay. They were like, I've never heard that version. I'm like, yeah, I bet you haven't. You're going to sing it. Go ahead. Sing it. It was a lip sync competition. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Do you like that? I still listen to the Luther Vandross Christmas album.
Luther.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
Which?
Huh? I think it was called Have a Merry Christmas. I usually listen to the whole thing. You know, it's got that little one on there where she'd be like, last time I got under the mistletoe with you. Last time I got under there with you. Last time I got under there with you, I had twins.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. What's the name of it?
I think it's called Have a Very Merry Christmas or something like that.
Audience, what's your favorite Christmas carol? And who?
Of all time or like now? I like listening to that Michael Bublé song, December Night. Cold December Night. Cold December Night. Yeah. But of all time, I think it's everyone's a kid at Christmas time. A holly jolly kid at Christmas time. Everyone from Maine to Baton Rouge got the news. Even Scrooge. Everyone's a kid at Christmas time. A holly jolly kid at Christmas time. That's my favorite song. What's it?
And I like
The world is on a holiday. Woo! Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking for another Christmas song. I actually did a little Run DMC Hollis Christmas. So I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I'll share it on our Instagram story. But let me see.
Girl, you better sit down. Oh Lord, come here. So. What's the sound?
Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis.
Oh, Run DMC. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes. Me and Ayla, this was a
Wonderland.
we did a little Instagram. All right. We have we did a little
Wonderland too. Some of the older songs, I like those.
Yeah, I like that.
And all the little older ones.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to go. We've talked for an hour, Nishita. Okay, I need to go to bed. 9 o'clock.
Been up early.
All right. Good night, folks. Have a very Merry Christmas and cannot wait
Merry
to see you.
Christmas.
2025.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.